trying to get Magareth Binga in the studio, but she just can't make it. But let's get her opinion wherever she is now. She's joining us live on the program. Good morning, Madam Magareth Binga, President-elect Taekwondo Federation of Nigeria.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, good to have you on the program. What's your take when you heard that the elections that brought you into the board of the Taekwondo Federation has been annulled? What's your opinion on the verdicts from the appeals committee?
It was, we were surprised when we heard the news. It's not as if we are scared of going into the pool, but Judge Ashuru's day was not actually missing, but they said he was disqualified because philanthropist is the last option on that list. Mr. Judge Ashuru have other options to come on board, but it means we had a sponsor on the board who was willing to give 10,000, and with this action now, we have lost that sponsor. So I don't know.
Chika Chukwumerije says he will work with anyone that emerges president of the Federation when a rerun is done on July the 12th. Will you work with Judge Ashiru if he becomes president of the Taekwondo Federation again?
Why not? Judge is my twin brother. I've worked with him before. But it's just that we didn't really. I was his vice president on the last board. But when he was impeached, and even when the minister waded into the issue, he never come back to call anybody on board for any meeting. For the past 2.5 years, there was no board meeting. Before then, we had only how many board meetings? It's all about we meeting. The athletes are the center of this at all times.
We're having some issues with the connection. Magareth Binga, thank you so much for speaking to us on the program. We'll continue to try to establish some connection. But Yemi, straight up, until the problem is solved, it's still a problem. And as we can see, from yesterday till now, what we're hearing are not really good. And in the end, what suffers is a sport, particularly the active athletes.
I mean, that's why I intentionally took a back seat to listen to both parties. There's a tiny thread that runs right through all of these people. They love Taekwondo.
Yeah.
And that's a good place to start. And I also like the question, why you were hitting it, and I think it was a good picture anyway. Will you work with so-and-so if he gets elected? Because one of two things will happen, is either he gets elected or not. So will you do, and Chika in his own words, I also like that.
Yeah.
Look, in the interest of, I'll work with anybody in the interest of Taekwondo. So I think it's good. I think we have a good place to start from. I think if everybody can clean the closet, do the election, take the result in good faith, then, let Taekwondo. I mean, I'm particularly impressed with Chika. He won my heart. In times past, I've always worked the Olympics watched Taekwondo at the Olympics without thinking of Nigeria. But since he did what he did at the Olympics, I'm always, even when we don't win, I still see Taekwondo as a sport that Nigeria can do well.
Yeah.
And
he has not stopped. His foundation of discovering talent. He mentioned that he wanted to use his equipment he gave to them.
Enormous potentials. And his story shows us that, look, when somebody decides to do something, all he needs is encouragement. If you had asked people before 2008, they would say Taekwondo of all sports.
Okay.
And we came back with something.
Yeah.
So, and all because he got the support, I think, from his dad, and he was able to go all the way.
That's right.
And with that background, he's trying to support other people. I know even if he's not involved with the federation, he will do it in his capacity as an individual, but we'll get more. We'll get more if if he's on the board.
Okay, let's get on with the show now. We have Magareth Binga back on the program. Good to have you back on the show, Magareth Binga.
Very much, sir.
Issues with the connection. So we're just trying to, we want the best for Taekwondo in Nigeria. All of this acrimony will not take us anywhere. What do you think we can do, particularly as an administrator, to develop this sport?
Yeah, what we can do, what we're looking at as a board, It's not about an individual to board who come put our wealth of experience on the table. We're looking at working from the zones. We have lots of wealth of experience of people who are on board, on this board. So when we work from the zone, we'll be able to discover talent, we'll be able to work efficiently. And we're able to take taekwondo to the grassroots. Taekwondo is not supposed to be one-sided. We want to take taekwondo to every corner of this country. Let everybody feel taekwondo, because every time coming from the north, people from from this side don't know how it feels, and the experience, these athletes experience to get to Lagos every time, but they're always coming to Lagos. Let taekwondo go around. Let everybody have a feel, because it is not only the Southwest issue or Lagos issue. Taekwondo is for the whole country.
That's right. I agree with you. Thank you so much, Magareth Binga, for your time. We'll continue to monitor this situation and give you calls whenever I want your opinion. Thank you, Magareth Binga. The election is annulled, so we can't even say president-elect.
You don't even know what to say.
So, administrator of Taekwondo in Nigeria. Thank you so much, Ikachi Kumereje. Thanks so much, Magareth Binga. Let's go on a quick break now. When we come back, we will take a look at what the papers are saying and what you're saying as regards all of these issues coming out of the elections. Don't go anywhere. Stay.